My name is Brian Netzel. I was employed by American Express for 10 years, my last position being a client manager in October 2020. I was fired from the only company I'd worked for in a decade because I wasn't the right race. Yes, I am white. American Express's racial equity policies actually incentivize hiring managers to fire people like me. Allow me to add some context. Following the death of George Floyd, our CEO, Steve Squeri, held several town hall meetings where he expressed a commitment to advancing racial equity. Over the following months, this took several forms. We had several mandatory critical race theory-based trainings where employees ranked themselves on an oppression hierarchy. White employees were singled out as responsible for systemic racism. Within the company, there was suddenly a racial division between employees that had never existed before. One of the speakers, Khalil Muhammad, spoke about how capitalism was racist. Considering that American Express is a company born out of capitalism, he insinuated that we were participating in a racist company. Amex's most egregious change was the company's new commitment to base recruiting, promotions, and employment decisions on advancing what American Express referred to as, quote, racial equity, end quote. In my department alone, I saw white executives fired and or replaced by Black executives. The company released a diversity report showing that half of the new hires and promotions in 2020 were non-white, making it clear this was a goal of company leadership. I was made aware of a conversation between two managers where one said that she tried to be colorblind with her hiring and based decisions on who was the best fit for the role. She was admonished by her leader, criticized, and told that race should absolutely be a factor in hiring. Leaders needed to hear people of color's, quote, stories, end quote. By the time I was terminated in October 2020, the environment was such that I believe that white employees were walking around in their tiptoes, afraid of being passed over for promotion or even fired for the color of their skin. As a result of American Express's race-based hiring and promotion policies, I've now heard that employees are living in a toxic culture. Their production as an employee is not being rewarded because they aren't the right race. I don't think we should care about a person's race when we're considering people for hiring, disciplinary actions, or promotion. I think we should care about their merit. It's my personal opinion that American Express is going down a very dangerous path that harms innocent people of all races. Since my termination, I've spoken to current and former employees who express their fear over their own fate at the company because they are white. What American Express is doing is unfair, unjust, and fundamentally un-American, and it needs to stop. My name is Brian Netzel, and please petition American Express to stop their un-American policies at unamericanexpress.com.